Hey y'all, how you doing? I'm Stacy. Welcome to Book with Stacy. I am excited to share with you the newest book that I read this year. And this is going to set the tone for me because when you think you're reading a five or you think you're reading a good book and you're not, and what you expected and what you read is totally different, this book. How it started with me reading The Storm to me actually meeting Rachel Hawkins. And let's talk about. I'm going to wrap up the Remember, I was being a hot mess and I was doing a book review with the book upside down. Yeah, I was that excited, but let me go on. So I follow Rachel Hawkins on Instagram, and she made a post saying that she was coming to New Orleans on January the 23rd. I read The Wife Upstairs. I read The Heiress. I also read her other book, The Villa and Reckless Girls. So, and she also has another one, The Ex-Hex, that everybody reads around Halloween time. So I got on the causeway and drove to New Orleans. So if you don't know, this Lake Pontchartrain, which we have to drive across this bridge to get to the South Shore of Louisiana, well, really of New Orleans. I live on the North Shore. And she was at the Barnes & Noble in Metairie, not actually in the big city, but right across this bridge. The bridge is 22 minutes long, and she was like 5 minutes outside of that bridge. As you can see, they set up for Mardi Gras already, and that's where you see like the high rise where people can catch the parades. You see the purple, yellow, and green tents in case it rains or it's too sunny. People go underneath those things to stand for the parades and watch it, and you can sit and have a higher seat during Mardi Gras. It is Mardi Gras season. Mardi Gras is not just 3 days. Mardi Gras is like for 2 months before Ash Wednesday. So Hurricane Katrina hit right on top of us, New Orleans, which is the South Shore, and the North Shore right here. And I'm saying this because the book The Storm was written about a storm in Alabama on the coast of Louisiana, and it put me in that mind frame of Hurricane Katrina and evacuating. This Barnes & Noble, it was destroyed like a lot of the other stores that were destroyed during Hurricane Katrina 20 years ago, but they, like other people, rebuilt, cleaned up all the windows and organized all the books and everything in this Barnes & Noble. So I'm walking through, and I've been in this Barnes & Noble before, but not for an event. So I had to come and see my girl. I was so excited. Yay! I didn't even know if they had a line. I was about to cut the people in line. Like, look at her. So cute. Couldn't wait to take a picture with her. She was like talking to each customer, very nice, and telling them about their experience with her writing the book and us reading the book. We had to get a couple pictures. I asked her, I was like, tripped out. I couldn't even think of what to ask her. She was asking good questions about Alabama and the audio and the town that was mispronounced. I was just like, oh my gosh, look at her and look at all my books that I read behind her. And then I did ask her when was her birthday, because I knew she's a Sagittarius. Her birthday is November 23rd, which is my mom's birthday. And you can see she signed all 5 of my books. And it just says for Stacy inside of them. And the one that I've just read, The Storm, she actually wrote in there, be the storm. For Stacy, be the storm. And I didn't look at it. I was like, look how cute she was. Very nice. She told us some secrets about one of her books, The Heiress. I can't share with y'all. But I was so excited about her coming to New Orleans and seeing us. Look at me. Yeah. This is my book. I had to go get a drink to celebrate. Thanks. I'm about to retwist my hair, or twist my hair before I go to sleep, before I take my shower, actually, and talk to y'all about me driving to New Orleans and getting my books signed by Rachel Hawkins. Yep. Yeah, I know I'm reading her books. And I read The Storm, did a review on it. She did, it says, to Stacy, be the storm. And it has her name signed in it. Cool. I totally fangirl. I popped out with 5 of those books today. She was so cool, super cool, down to earth. She spoke to everybody. She was basically telling us little secrets and stuff about different books. She told us not to say nothing, but it's a secret that she has about the book, The Heiress. She signed this one. Heiress. Let me see what she wrote in here. She wrote, for Stacy, Rachel Hawkins. Eek. It's the villa. And she held this one up like this because she saw that I really had the tabs in it. I really read this book like a crazy person and tabbed, annotated it. And she has, for Stacy. Reckless Girls. For Stacy. This one, The Wife Upstairs. For Stacy. So she just wrote Be the Storm in the other one. So I got all 5 of my books signed by Rachel Hawkins tonight. And what else she talked about? This other lady was talking about different areas in Alabama where she's from. And she was talking about the auto book was pronouncing the town wrong or something, because we know in the South, like, we say things differently and crazy. So she was just like, I know, I hate when it happens. She's like, I've heard that it was pronounced wrong or whatever. Now, I was so excited I was recording some of it, but then I stopped, and then just trying to live in the moment. She grabbed all my books and she was like signing them and holding them up. I was just like, she's so cute. And we took a picture together, a couple pictures. They had a few people in there, but it wasn't like a, what would you say, a book club meeting where you meet her. It was like more for people to buy the book. I already had the book. I already read the book. And I just blanked out. I didn't know what questions to ask her. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, I talked about her pen name. And she's like, yeah, that's how people usually figure out I'm both. And I told her I bought that book by itself, The X-Hex, like 5 times and gifted it to people. And she was just laughing. And she was just like, thank you for supporting me and reading my books and talking about my books and all the different things or whatever. So it was fun. It was a good time. And yeah, she's on tour signing that book. And it was a lady there too. That lady, her name was like Monica or something like that. I don't know if that was her assistant, but she was just like hovering a little bit. And I was just like, oh, okay. But it was just in and out. Talk to her for a little while, get your book signed, and go home. So, yep. Anybody else is going on like to meet their author? And I can't believe she came to New Orleans. Like, nobody ever come down here. They don't be coming to New Orleans like that. So she was in New Orleans at the Barnes and Noble, sitting right at the front. And it was another girl. She had The Storm and she had The Wife Upstairs. I'm the only one that had all 5 of her books. I wish I would have had the other one, The X-Hex, but I already gifted that to my sister-in-law, my last copy of it. So, yep, that was that. I met Rachel Hawkins for the first time. That was not on my bingo card. It was so random. Super random. Yep. Well, let me finish twisting up my hair. I will see you guys in the next video where I am going to talk about, what is that book? I left it in my car. But it is the Love Requires Chocolate I finished that one this morning. Yep. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace out. Why keep doing peace out? Whatever. See you.